Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha Mega, Turkey and the Turkey Plus submod. So we're back, it's 4th of November 2000 and we're still reeling up and down around 40 stability. But I wanted to start with two things. First of all, I was feeling a little bit salty about me agreeing to let Cyprus into the NATO. But then I thought about it, and considering all things, we are led by a pro-Western coalition, let's call it, that is trying to get into EU, and that was very heavily pressured by the EU in the 2000s. So it is very likely that historically, if something like that came to the table, it would be one of the reasons or one of the discussions between EU, NATO, and Turkey to let Cyprus join. And it would also give Turkey another platform where to discuss with Greece and Cyprus about the future of the island. So, in essence, what I'm trying to say is that it's not that unrealistic. The fact that I clicked on it without thinking about it is, and I need to be a little bit more careful about my choices, but on the other hand, like historically, it's not implausible. Second thing, I actually went ahead and studied a little bit what this Hezbollah scandal was, and oh my god, it's another dark chapter of Turkey's history. So it turns out that there was a Kurdish Hezbollah, which was formed in Turkey, a militant Sunni organization that was fighting PKK, and it's unrelated to the Hezbollah that's connected to Lebanon and other places, especially because that's a Shia group and this was a Sunni group. But the way they operated in Turkey for a number of years, maybe even 20 years from what I saw, were the estimates, was insane. They were pretty much ignored by the government altogether, and when they finally arrested them, they uncovered things like mass graves and torture tapes about torturing their victims, and a huge amount of weapons and stuff like that. So it wasn't really something that you see on a day-to-day basis, and it led to a lot of conclusions about the Turkish government and the Hezbollah being allied in some way or another, which of course the public was shocked about, because the scale of, you can even call it war crimes basically, of this organization and what they committed was just insane. So you can read a little bit more about it. There is a lot of information online, but Jesus Christ, this is something that I completely missed. And the good news is that Turkey suppressed them pretty quickly after 2000, especially because of the public's reaction to this, and they arrested pretty much well over 1,000 people from what I remember, and the organization dissolved shortly after, though there are still some people that were members of the organization who are at large. But yeah, anyway, let's continue. We were thinking about what we're gonna do here. I do plan to test the idea about the Kurdish industrialization. So once we get the political power, which we will get soon, if we can, I'll trigger the Kurdish industrialization program, which for now we can't, of course, again, for some reason, but when we can, I'll trigger it, and we'll see. If it goes through and doesn't get cancelled, then all is fine. If it would get cancelled, then I'll just load a save file. I don't consider this cheating because it really doesn't tell me what's going on here, and if it would cancel, if it said clearly that it's gonna cancel, then I wouldn't invest in it. But I think that it is a part of it should be a part of the negotiation and suppression of the PKK. You need to make the lives of the Kurdish minority better, and I mean there was a lot of pressure from EU and European Western states and United States on improving the lives of Kurds. Great. Police seizes drug cargo. It's another one of these. Should give us political power and a lot of money. But I'm really trying to dissolve the mafia. I just need to get rid of them. These are really negative modifiers and stains on our political system, so keeping them around, even if it just costs us so much, I think it is a good idea. If we get Mafia Influence Bill 45, we will be able to make arrests of wanted Mafia criminals, eventually amongst the... Okay, so we need to get to 35, then we get additional options, and then we can go further. I wonder if this is necessary to get. I mean, it seems to be saying that we are going to get more stability, but I'm not entirely sure about it. Anyway, let's just go after them. We'll try to arrest them. We don't really want them to operate. As you can see, Turkey has a lot of problems around this year. It's kind of I mean, it's not a wonder that they made it out. They basically rallied around Erdogan and nice suspects detained. I don't like these 1 to 5 chances. I like the 1 to 9 chances more. Adolf Oki confirms Swiss neutrality. The Swiss Federal Council, backed up by the Parliament and the cantons, has today once again affirmed Swiss non-intervention in international conflicts. I really would like to, I don't want to make Turkey some kind of nationalist state. I know that you made it pretty clear in the comment section on the original brainstorming suggestion. Jesus Christ, I cannot speak today. I apologize because I feel like I'm not making any sense. But what I'm trying to say is that when I asked you guys what you want to see, most of you mentioned that the Turkish playthroughs always dissolve or devolve into, nationalistic, just attack everyone and annex everything. So I would much prefer to play Turkey as a mastermind, an interventionist, Western-leaning country, which would become a local powerhouse, and we could eventually maybe take control of Syria, some of the territories over here, maybe of the Kurdistan. Is it Kurdistan, Erbil? Because this is not an official state. Kurdistan Democratic Party. I mean, it just shows that Iraq doesn't have control over these territories, but we'll see. So what can we conduct an operation? Raid PKK strongholds. Can we do that? Did we have that option before? Yes, we can do that, but yeah, it's ending the ceasefire and it will lower our stability weekly, so I don't really like that. How are we doing here? Oh, we haven't done this one yet. These are just bizarre. Like, you get you have to pay 175 political power and then use additional 75. But here is where it starts getting really interesting. And then it gets progressively more interesting after that. So what's the... Okay, we're still having only 4 factories. Oh, that's a question. Did we reach the industries, or did I not do that? No, we didn't. Alright, so we need to do that one as well. Because we need to get more factories. Even if they are off map, they are good. Proposed mutual investment treaty request from Egypt. Sure, I don't actually mind that. Now let's put you guys on the first army. We'll be stationed over here. So making our army a little bit stronger, step by step. But considering the costs of the utility vehicles, I really should find a way how to make that work. The new industry that we're gonna get here could be then used to import rubber. I mean, that is a good idea that we could throw out there. Modern electro spinning is gonna give us additional productivity growth. So will you, the microcomputing. So we're gonna get a lot of bonuses here very soon. We just need to get our economy running, because extremist groups lose popularity. Oh, this is really nice. It keeps dropping. Yeah, so the penalties that we are getting are definitely going down. So we are getting ahead. That is amazing. We had... Yeah, it is definitely getting ahead. I like that. Good. So, you guys, what's next? We lost the stability. We gained political power. Now we can go ahead and handle in the prison process. I need to strengthen prison amnesty. I think this is what we had the event about in the beginning. So this is going to give us additional stability for a little bit of political power. So we should industry. I have to be careful though about the relations with the labor unions. We should probably then give them something. PKK, 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 where are you? Here. So we do not have... I have a feeling that the treaty with them is based on the current aggressiveness, because it's dropping. Maybe when it drops below 60 we will get the chance, but I'm just gonna keep the political power for now. I want it. We could also declare war on the mafias if we wanted to. But I have a feeling that's gonna make everything way worse. Fund them. This is so crazy. Yeah, I mean, totally. Let's just give them more money. I mean, there is probably a lot to be said if you have a different strategy. And there is a way, or there is a path of the mafias in power. But where's the unions? I want to see the restoration bill. No. Okay, but we finished talking to geologists. Now we could get the Solemn Law. That will hurt our government. Push earthquake projects. This one actually is pretty good, but costs a lot. That's the crackdown on the Muslim Brotherhood. Subsidize Western culture. Discourage. Leave NATO. No, that's not it. Where are they? How are the unions? Oh yes. Oh yes, please feed in this one. Alright, so that one is reoccurring, which is amazing. Because we definitely need it to go up. So every time we see that one conducted operation. So considering we do not have any kind of treaty with the PKK now. Okay, here is leashing the new industries. And political agreement with unions. For this action, relation with the union decreases by 3 points. What? Open new industrial funds. Well, this one is actually pretty good, and it offsets exactly what we're doing here. So we might do that one, but it costs a lot. And this one gives us actually a little bit of political power back. And this one might be a better one. So you want to another office sector? Oh yes, 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 please. That is always an amazing choice. I don't know if we see the unemployment here. Yes, 7. And we have 31%. All right. So that hurts our stability and increases social spending exponentially. But with these new office areas, office sectors, we will employ a lot of our people. But that puts even more stress on the fact that we need more power, because we do not have enough. The office sectors actually consume... Okay, no, we'll have enough. Cool. We'll have enough. But we won't have enough for you and the office sectors. But something tells me, considering how slow we're building, that's not gonna be a bother for quite some time. And anyway, we are building the dams. They're still gonna take 4 years or something. Yeah, 4 years, but it's gonna help. Man, I really piled a lot of stuff on us, didn't I? The restoration. Oh, wait. Did it now work? No, still nothing. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for it. I know that I could invest in a lot of things, but restoration bit, some wall. Let me just remove the earthquake ones for now. I would like to get the, where was it? The slum wall, right? No, that's not it. The restoration bit. I think this one, but it's very expensive. The mafia causes a scene. The mafia has caused a scene in one of our bigger cities, which resulted in the death of a few individuals. Though it is currently unknown who committed this crime, our police force is very eager to go and hunt them down. Alright, I think we can actually do that. Take them. Let the dogs out. Teach them. Alright, PKK strongholds conduct an operation. I'm tempted to do this one, but it really hurts us. Conduct an operation. Everything costs money. Yes, mafias. I don't mind spending the stuff if the mafias are apprehended. That is all well and done. So I'm getting another brigade. And we really should start thinking about switching around. Technology metals. I really wanted to see no scars imported. I would like to, I mean, that's gonna probably hurt our efficiency, but let me just see if we put you in there. Production efficiency cap, production efficiency cap. Let's put autocar there. If I start feeding you factories, 1.3 per week. Micro resources, 2.47 per week. That I think is still relatively doable. How are we on resources? We're losing steel. All right. So I actually think this might work. Let's keep it like this. We'll keep producing some of the artillery and we'll start producing these vehicles. They're gonna get to about one, no, they'll get way higher. They'll get to about 1.5 per day. At which point, well, that is actually pretty decent. Yeah, the shortages are massive, but unfortunately nothing we can do. I'm not spending more on that. So I'm not gonna cancel these two. I'm definitely not gonna cancel these two. We need to employ more people. How's the money though? That is a problem. 1.5 billion. How many more would I need to lease? Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's no point. No, we need to lease 3 more to make even a dent here. So this is just what it is. We'll just keep it as it is and we'll be happy with it. Because my god, there's nothing I can do. Well, I feel like we might want to try to conduct operation. I mean, there is no ceasefire. We have the PKK active, which is hurting us really badly. So I guess the only way we can go is ahead. System adjustment failed. Initiated drill operation. On the faced. Initiate the drill operation. I don't want to lose the stability though. It's gonna cost me quite a lot for what? It costs 220. Lithuania seeks NATO membership. Well, I mean Lithuania. Greece moves towards the right. After political tensions as well as a migration and economic crisis, the people of Greece have gotten tired of the democratic government and came to the support of the far-right Golden Dawn Party. The Golden Dawn Party is against the government's economic policies as well as stronger anti-left and anti-immigration. And Darfur Liberation Front has capitulated. So we might actually see you... No. New democracy? What? Didn't they say that they were... I mean, they might have won the elections, but obviously looks like the... this is weird. I think there might have been something wrong with that calculation. Because that doesn't seem at all like what we're seeing in the game. Okay, so it looks like... Looks like I might have to go with this one then, because it's just... The game is trolling me. It saw my intentions and it immediately shut them down, like no treaty, no peace. I would actually like to close you because I really do not want you to be clicked by accident. I tried to conduct the operation, that one actually worked as well, but it boosts their aggressiveness. Now we'll see if something changes because we'll see the stability tick up significantly. Oh, Germany also wants to build us an office sector. You guys are the OGs. Okay, let me see. Oh god. I don't like these names and of the events. So the January 2001 Istanbul bombing. On the 3rd of January 2001, a suicide attack was carried out by Revolutionary People's Liberation Party front member Gültekin Koç in Şişli, Istanbul, at a police station. As a result of the explosion, one civilian along with the perpetrator were killed and 7 others were injured, 2 being critically. And that means we just lost another factory. For half a year. Alright. Legacy of the 20th February. The 1997 military memorandum in Turkey refers to the decision issued by the Turkish military leadership on the National Security Council meeting on the 20th February 1997. We spoke about this in episode 1. This memorandum initiated the process that precipitated the resignation of Islamist Prime Minister Necmettin Erbakan on the Welfare Party and the end of his coalition government. As the government was forced out without dissolving the parliament or suspending the constitution, the event has been famously labeled as postmodern coup by the Turkish Admiral Salim Dervişoğlu. The process after the coup is alleged to have been organized by the Western Working Group, a purportedly clandestine group within the military, and Ramsha amnesty. The law on conditional release and postponement, originally called the law on conditional release and postponement, was adopted on December 22, 2000 at the suggestion of Rahshan Ecevit introducing a postponement of conditional release for crimes other than crimes committed against the state. On December 19, 2000, 3 days after the Operation Return to Life, which was launched to end the death fast actions, the Constitutional Release and Postponement Act number 4616 was passed on December 22nd. After the amnesty law, which was issued because there was no room within prisons. That's a great reason. The population of prisons, which had a capacity of 70,000 people, had fallen to 40,000. The scope is sufficient, that gives us stability. Make minimal changes in the amnesty. Changes the national focus street to Mafia's underground HQ. Oh! And expand the amnesty directly. This gives anarchy focus tree. Alright, well, we're not gonna do that. We don't want either one of these. But it's good to know that these ones are available for this event. Well, the scope of the amnesty is sufficient. Yep, office sector in Hatay. But these are really gonna help. It might not seem like it, but these will employ millions of people at this point. Literally. I think office sector employs 450,000, did we say? Or was it here? 630,000. So yeah, almost 2 million people right now. Which will greatly help with the unemployment. We got... Does it tell us here? Non-commercialized agriculture, unemployment 12.6 million, so we're gonna take it down by a fair notch, which is gonna mean that we get more money and less paid in social security to the people. Alright, let's see if it changes when it drops below 60, because I would really want this one, but again, this is just based on the hunch that we might be able to get something out of this. And 1.5 billion per week. That's not great. PKK launched an attack. Well, alright, well I guess that really is it. So once you counter-attack, which makes them even weaker, and we're just gonna raid their strongholds just to make up a point, because I'm fed up with them attacking us this way. And this is gonna lower our stability a little bit, but we're getting a 3% bonus here. And if they want to fight us, well, they will get the chance. I do think that these attacks will stop. We can manually attack them through raids, but we would risk increasing aggressiveness. We're gonna see if this triggers an event, and if it doesn't, we're gonna go with this one, because we need to advance in this. This is dragging us down really badly. So I want to get rid of it. Or I need to purchase more fuel. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, I don't. Okay. Good for us then. Proposed treaty. Okay, sure. Sure. At this point, we're getting another... No, it wouldn't. Alright, so we really are locked like this. Investment offer from United States, another office sector. Alright, I'll take it. And the liberals want support. A liberal group that wants to be in power is waiting for our support. We are going to lose power if we support them, so should we support this liberal side? No. Political balance. LDP. I think they're Western as well. Yes, they are. No, political balance should stay. That was actually a great choice. So now let's just see. There's gonna be... By the way, that's 2.4 million people. Nation industries in 91 days. No, let's skip it. And where's the 1400 for the days, 1400 for the 8 days, 50 and 44. Yeah, this is what it is. Do we get effects of peace? Stable state, inevitable. Corporation bid. 6 more. Oh, I'm paused. I was wondering why it's not moving. Jesus. How many free places does Hatay have anyway? Oh, that's all. 6 of them. Alright. So no more investments there. But that's good because the infrastructure here... Oh, 2. Adana now has 3. Which is really good. We have more steel from that. That helps with the production. Yeah, 3.73 per week. We're upgrading. So good. I mean, it's not gonna make everything good, but it's gonna give us a little bit more aggressiveness have just dropped significantly, and we didn't get anything. We just lost manpower and stability. Okay, well, we just got the amnesty event, which will allow us to go with... Oh god. These ones are... Do we need them? All. Yeah, okay, so we have to go. Government budget thoughts. We lose stability but get political power. Alrighty. So alright, because we didn't get anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and remind the world that PKK is a communist aligned regime. And then if we make films about the PKK murders, we will start getting really cool. So that's 1 stability, 2 stability, and then plus 3. So that's 5, and then 7. So that's 12. That is really good. Well, I mean, minus 2, so 10. But the next stability will put us over 50, which is really good. Really, really good. Alright, that's all for this episode. Moving forward, 10th of February 2001. Again, I feel like we're making a lot of progress, though. We've been constantly hit with negative events. But other than that, I really do like it. I really, really, really do like where we are right now. It's a pretty good state. And... oh yeah, these are gonna help. These are really gonna help because, as we said before, productive is 703 and the penalties are dropping, so we are really getting ahead. That is really nice. 29.7. I'm pretty sure we started way higher. So if we keep getting this, keep investing into these technologies, I know that they are long and boring, but if we get them right off the bat, they are definitely gonna help us. Yeah, we can continue getting these. Excavation would be great. I think excavation would be great. So we're gonna start with them next, maybe? Or do we invest in something like this to get better with the power? We'll have to figure it out, I guess. Or maybe we'll just default to these ones, because they take a long time, but they help us a lot. Cool. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.